Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our channel. And today we're going to talk about what happened to the Philippine stock market today. And we'll go through all your stocks, all your requests, one by one. Okay, and as you can see on my title, Be Greedy When Everybody's Fearful. So that alone gives us an idea that there are a lot of stocks that dipped for today, and we'll see, and we'll share our insights over these stocks. Okay. In the meantime, let me just share this to our Facebook page. You are invited. We are live, and we'll talk about your favorite stocks. Okay, just one moment. Okay, there you have it. Okay, so we're sharing this to our Facebook page. Okay, so let's get down to business. Interact. I'm just setting up my tools, guys. So while waiting, you can go ahead and drop a comment for any requests that you have. Okay. We are using Investograms for our charting tool. Alright. And of course, if you'd like to set up your indicators, that will be this area over here at the top portion, just right here. But I already have set it up, so that should cover it. I just go to my charts, save charts. There you have it. Okay, do we have any requests? Okay, hi Romeo, good evening. Let's check out your stock, Shell PH. Oh, a bounce. Good job. So let me just expand this. So this is the bounce that you have been waiting for, Romeo. There. Can you see my mouse? It's not showing, right? Okay, so let's just use this instead. I just can't seem to find the option to project the mouse on our tool here. But definitely, look at that. One solid green candlestick today, and right away you know that that's a bounce because for several days the price has been moving just within that area. It has created a solid support at the 31.89 level. So I would have to say that in the coming days you will see some more bullish movements for this stock. Okay, maybe some of them might take profit, so anywhere between 32.50 and 31.89 would be a good entry price. Okay. Good evening, Jen. Okay, let's check out Ali and Meg for you. Ali. By the way, guys, are you also doing the best practice that I am doing? Each time the market closes, I go back to the previous day's insights and validate whether our insights are correct. And I'm so happy. I'm not happy because a lot of them are actually going down, but in terms of accuracy rate, we were able to forecast those movements ahead of time. Like the in our live session yesterday, we were able to anticipate that many of these things are going to dip, and they indeed dipped. Okay, for instance, we mentioned yesterday that Ali, stay away for now because there is a big chance that it will go down some more. So indeed, it went down, and in fact, it might still trigger some more downward movements here. No signs yet of a possible reversal. So I'd have to say again, it's all about positioning. If you're in it as an investor, okay, you can still potentially haggle at a much cheaper price for Ali. Now, you see here, there's a support at this level. So, tomorrow could be a decision making day. Maybe it could bounce right away, but still, we cannot tell, right? But if you are to check, so this is what we call back testing. If you are to check from where it is at right now, I scroll down. I didn't have to go further downwards because when I look to my left, price consolidating at this area, a resistance that happened twice in that area, also here. So it looks like we have potentially a solid support that will be formed in that area, because a previous support can act, no, a previous resistance can act as a support when the price is going downwards. So let us see if that support is not going to be broken. If you are to look at your RSI, on the other hand, I do not see any possible signs of reversal yet. So I'm a little 50-50 for Ali. Okay, what about Meg? Meg is also triggering the lower Bollinger Band. Okay, so let us see what the price action is going to be when the price hits this area. There you go. Previous support here in this level. So it might challenge that again. What about if you go to our left some more? This area could be a support as well. Here. Okay. So it might continue to go down, but I would have to say not too much anymore, because if you are to look at your RSI, there is already an upward movement in terms of its momentum. There you go. We are already slowly moving upward. So if, for instance, tomorrow it touches the 4.37 level and we still maintain the same pattern in your RSI, then chances are it won't be long before it reverses or it bounces. Now, possible movement here or possible behavior of your price would be sideways before going up. That's what I am anticipating. Okay, do you have any other requests? Looks like we have some more people joining. Don't be shy, guys. Um, I try to make sure that I review all of your stocks before I end my session here. And also, please don't forget to share, because I have a game. I know some of you are also in my Facebook page. We are Invest in the Stock Market in Facebook, and I have a game there. If you are going to share our videos to your Facebook page or group and do a hashtag, just follow the instruction. I'll be giving away Bluetooth headset, wireless Bluetooth headset. So I'd like to encourage everyone to share all our videos. Okay, next, what about for the other stocks? Okay, I understand many of you are also going to watch this after our live session. So I'd like to check now, because yesterday someone requested for this, but I already ended the live, so we were not able to talk about it. So for now, it's trying to do a sideways movement at the area where it is at right now. So I'd like us to wait and see what happens in this level. Hopefully it does not break down, because this is a doji. So normally when that thing happens at the support area, then chances are you might experience some possible bounce. Okay, but still wait and see. If you want to enter in this stock, you're already close. Okay, just in case it might overshoot, it can overshoot to this level because there's a resistance that was formed here and also here, and closer to the last point here in our support. So I think this is a more accurate line. 2.72 level. That's the next possible support. Nickel. I forgot who mentioned this in my Facebook page. It was requesting for this one. Nickel is, I think, I'd be extra careful because even though it has not reached the exact MA20 line, I would have to say looks like it will respect the MA20 as possible resistance. So it could slightly go higher, but because we do not have any volume, chances are it will just reject your resistance. Okay? And then go back downwards. So I'd have to say I'll stay away for now because just in case it goes down, your next possible support is still very far. That will be right here. 2.73 level. Okay, let's check out MBT from Romeo. MBT. Oh, looks like it has bounced at the lower Bollinger Band. I think it just, this gap up that happened here, it only filled that gap. So, looks like we have a possible support at that level, 66.10, and then the volume is also good. So if you want to give it a try, some people might take profit in this area. Just make sure you get in as near as 66.10. Okay, and hopefully it does not break that. But if it goes lower than that, like 2 to 3%, or if you have a higher risk tolerance, even up to 5%, if it goes down up to 5% and you are in it as a trader, then you exit the trade. It's a stop loss. Okay, but if you are an investor, just buy some more whenever it goes further downwards. ISM. ISM, you are already at the oversold level. Oversold. Okay, so what we are waiting for here is the right volume. It's trying to stabilize at the area, and I would have to say I will not enter yet unless I see a green candlestick engulfing this last candlestick over here. Notice the last candlestick is still outside of the Bollinger Band. So what we want to see is a green candlestick higher than the last candlestick, and it has to be within the Bollinger Band. Okay, east west. East west. Okay, could this be the right? So this is the very powerful. Okay. So you have your previous resistance over here and created a support over here. So I'm thinking we are about to face some more bounce in this stock. So anywhere from where it is at right now to this point, let's see how far it is. 2% higher. So let us say the market gives you a chance right at this level around 1280 level, or even better if it reaches 12.65 before it bounces again. That will be a good entry price. Okay, because you already have a resistance here, and the chances are it will stabilize and solidify your support before it goes up again. Okay, hello Ivan. All right, let's check out your stock. Your stock, SMPH. SMPH. Uh-huh. You're still very near the resistance area. I would have to say this is not a good sign for our candlestick today. When it reached the area of 39.55 to 39.60, you had some rejection that happened there. So there's a big chance in the volume over here. So there were more people selling than buying. So what will happen here, there's a big chance that it will rest for a while. And I just want to be conservative and would like to recommend for you to watch out what happens to the price or the price action when the price hits this 37.98 level. Okay, because there's a big chance that it might continue to go down. AEV. For AEV, you still have some more weakness here. Green, solid red. Why did I say green? Solid red candlestick today. So we are not safe yet. It might continue to go down. And now let's find the next possible support here. Actually, this could be the next possible support. Okay, because of this and also this. So we had some areas here that created that support. So it might reach the 48.24 level. And let us see what happens to our RSI. So let us say, let's just use this as an example. For example, this one, when that reaches this level, just observe what happens to your RSI. This is the kind of pattern we want to see. Like that. Okay? We don't know how big of how steep it is. The next possible area to watch out for would be here. And then by then, what you want to see is something like this. Okay? This should still be higher. So I'm thinking it might challenge that area as well. This one might break and then might reach 46.77. Okay, Romeo DNL. Those people who are here are very lucky because I'm prioritizing your requests. So just go ahead and drop a comment if you have some more requests, because I am reviewing your requests real time. Sometimes I would do an advance invite on my Facebook page and have everyone outline what they want to review. Okay, so I'd have to say follow the idea of price bouncing at the MA20 level. So we are very near your MA20 line. So let's see if the price will bounce at the 8.70 level before it continues to go down. So I would have to say overall, somehow it's in between sideways and upward movement. Okay, because here you also have a flat line at the resistance area. See that? Very steep in terms of your range trading here, from 870 to 887, doing sideways in the movement. So wait for it around 870, guys. Okay. All right. I have to say, this is one stock that everyone is always waiting or watching it. We are watching this stock. So, is it really time to let go? I will not let go of Jollibee, guys. I'm telling you, this is for long term. And even though there's a steep decline in the price, I'd say my RSI is already giving me some advanced signals that we are going to have some bounce happening soon. This one. Okay, look at that. Slightly higher while the price is moving down. So I'm not saying that when it goes down, it's just like a few days. It can also have something like this. Okay. You're welcome, Ivan and Romeo. So just hang in there. I will have some more stocks to review. So price is moving down and your RSI is moving up. By the way, for those who have not subscribed yet to our channel, this is the only way you can support me, guys. This will inspire me to be consistent at this every single day. Please go ahead and subscribe to Miss JD. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is check all the stocks and we'll sort it according to the highest number of trades. So for instance, BPI over here had the highest number of trades. Why? So there is a dividend to be released this coming December. Okay, so make sure if you want to get in the BPI for a possible dividend play or for investing purposes, I would have to say just make sure you get in before November 29. Okay, and find your entry. But your entry, I would have to say wait a little longer. Today is November 26th. Yeah, I think it's November 26th. So
No, it's Tuesday, November 6th.
it's November 27.
Huh? 27?
No, it's 26. Okay, so it might. So there's a support happening here, but I'd have to say I'd wait for a green candlestick before I enter. So just in case the downward movement continues to persist or happen, wait for it at the next possible area, okay, which is actually the next possible support is just very near. The reason why I said that is this rejection here, support here, okay, and this is slightly higher, but will already count as an possible area of support. So I'd say around 86.07. Watch out. Let's see if your price will stabilize at that level. Normally it will create a sideways movement first. Okay. DMC, I'm not sure if I've talked about DMC today. Not yet. I remember Ems would always be my first joiner, and I think she'd love to hear this. This one is already giving us a good sign that it will reverse and bounce any moment from now. Okay, so this is a doji that happened yesterday. Another doji, but slightly most of the action is now above that yellow line, and also the volume, guys, big volume. So most likely some big players are already getting in and they're starting to accumulate volume. So if you want to give it a try, um, I think this is a good chance. Look at that. Look at the volume for the entire time here for a long time, and this is the highest volume that happened for several years. It has not reached this much previously. Okay, so I'd have to say it's already a good time to give it a try for DMC. Okay, DMCI. I'm done with JFC. I'll check BDO. No movement for BDO, but the volume as well is already there. So I'd have to say yes from the area where it is at right now. Try to observe because there might be some possible accumulation or sideways movement before it goes up. Sometimes it just suddenly goes up. Okay, but good sign here. Volume is already picking up. So possible bounce that'll happen anytime soon. ICT, yes, triggering the middle band now, your MA20 line. So I'd say yes, we might see some more upward movements for this stock in the coming days. You have some consolidation that happened in this area, and then a support here, another support here, and then a resistance here. Previous resistance will act as a support, and same thing here. So yes, I would have to say it might continue to go up in the coming days. Hello, good evening, Mary. Meralco FPH. Thank you. I'll check that out for you. Meralco is trying to stabilize at the area where it is at right now. Most likely, this is a support that it is trying to build and strengthen. Okay, so my recommendation is if it does not go down any further, just wait for a green candlestick to come out. And the condition is the price has to start from the area where it is at right now, and most of the action should happen on the upside. Okay, so you can give it a try and enter at this level if you have that observation. FPH. FPH, okay, so looks like it is now trying to create a stabilization around that area, but I've mentioned this before if you've watched our previous videos. Unless you are in the Bollinger Band and the price is much higher than this red candlestick over here, that's the only time we can conclude that the decline is over. The reason why I said that is just observe this green candlestick here, the size, and then where it ended. So that candlestick is not a solid validation that you are now about to face a bounce. And we have the same scenario again in today's candlestick. So I would have to say wait for a little more, like a few more days, and let's see if it will stabilize in the area where it is at right now, because it is possible that it might create a support at the level. Right, look at that. Slightly lower, but it's just in within the area. Okay, so it might create a support in that level. Alright, the next one. Okay, so I hope I was able to answer your questions, Mary. Now, if you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe to Miss JD. Now, to continue, we talked about, so the last one we talked about was BDO. There you go, we drew some line there. And ICT, there. Ali, we also talked about it. Might create a support in that area. AC, for AC, you have just triggered the lower Bollinger Band, guys. So it might continue to go down, but I'd have to say just a little movement. No, I mean it might not go down that much anymore because of your RSI starting to move in an upward direction, like this one. So all we needed to wait or to see is that green candlestick to validate your bounce. Okay, so you already have that sign, but we just really need to wait because sometimes it might continue to persist even, some more. But unless we see that green candlestick, we cannot conclude yet. Okay, so if I am to look back, this is the area where you see some price moving or consolidating in the area. This is the possible support. Now we go back. Oh, see that? Not far. Not far from where it is at right now. Its price right now is 784.50 and it might reach 780 pesos. To continue, you have AGI over here. Your AGI might continue to go down, guys. And then let's watch out for the price movement when it reaches this level. Okay, and let's say you have triple, so this is a triple bottom, first, second over here, and let's say it touches that area. And now what you want to see, look at your RSI again. Very simple. I'm not sure if you are also using the indicator that I am using, but uh, looking at what we have here, Bollinger Band, you pair it with RSI, it's so easy to understand. We don't have to complicate our chart with so many lines. Very neat. I talked about AGI, I've seen MBT today, and that's a possible area to watch out for as your support. AP, be extra careful because your support here got broken and it ended much lower than that. Where could it possibly end next? Probably this area. Okay, because so this area got broken. Your 34.08 area got broken. Now it might touch the 33.45, and the reason why we plotted a support in that level is because of this. Okay, move that to your left. Okay, so you have this is a resistance and some support happening right over here. And if you look back some more to your left, do we have any possible support? Okay, so that is the support that we are anticipating. Okay, again, how do you plot your support and resistance? For support, check the current price and then screen it downwards while you look at your left. Okay, from where it is at right now, look to your left. Do you see the next possible line where you have a consolidation? So that is the one. See that? Very simple. Next, so we talked about SMPH. Let's talk about SM. For SM, oh, you are moving at the resistance. This is a resistance. Very straightforward over here. And I'm also seeing some signs of weakness on your RSI. Look at the dotted line. Okay, notice it's showing us weakness this time. While the stock price is already at the same level as the previous price, like here, your RSI on the other hand is already giving us weakness. So if you have entered in the stock, consider taking profit if you are a trader. Okay. Now, if you have the money to add some more funds, expect that this might potentially rest for a while because you already had several months, more than a month of a bull run. So it might rest and touch this level again. Let us see if it bounces when it reaches this area. Okay. Next would be URC. URC, I'd like us to draw a like a triangle. Okay, but look at the direction of your MA20 line. See that it is now pointing upwards. So what you would want to do here is draw an asymmetrical triangle. That line I just drew serves as your possible area of resistance. And this one here is a support. So what people would normally do is they wait for the price to break out of this descending resistance. So let's say the price starts at this level upward. That would mean you now have a brand new wave. So observe that line. That would be around 154 level. So if let us say the price starts around 150.77 and most of the action happens downwards, then now we can say that it might continue to go down. So two conditions. These are the two significant lines that you need to draw, and that will influence where you could potentially enter. So this one, be extra careful. This is a weakness, a sign of weakness. You crossed the MA20 line, and most of the action happened downwards. So next possible support is this area, but I need us to really see if it will bounce in that level. Otherwise, you need to watch out for the price action in this level. There you go. Okay, so two areas to watch out for, but definitely this stock will rest in the coming days. Costco, this is your resistance. Again, when you check for your resistance from the price where it is at right now, screen upwards while you look to your left. Do you see any level where your price is hitting multiple times and then it's rejecting? So this area, you've experienced some rejection, okay, and then it declined. So that is another area that this stock will challenge, and sometimes it experiences a breakout and then have a brand new wave. But just in case you also again witness some signs of weakness, go ahead and take profit, as it might potentially rest somewhere. Okay, Tara. All right, I can check BDO for you. Although I already passed by BDO earlier, but let me walk you through, okay? So in this area, you had a resistance, right? Today, you had a doji. And a doji can also be a good story if that happens in the support or a resistance area, depending on your objective. But this one, it happened right a support area, possible support. And the reason why I said that we are currently sitting at a possible support is because of this being a resistance. And over here consolidating in the area. So rule of thumb, your previous resistance can act as a possible support. Okay, when it revisits that area, probably it will stabilize first. I'm not saying that it will automatically bounce, but it will stabilize before it goes up again. Look at that volume. So very attractive volume. Okay, I talked about Did I talk about SEC-B? I talked about AEV. SEC-B, not yet. Okay, so it's now trying to challenge your MA20 line over here. You also have a good volume, so maybe it will continue to go up. So check if this MA20 line will serve as a possible area of support. Normally that acts as a support if you're moving above that line, but when you're moving below that line, that could also act as a resistance. MPI, for your MPI, okay, so I plotted that previously. I think I used that as a resistance, I believe. Yeah. Anyway, very bearish move here. So let me use this as a possible next possible support. Okay, 4.19 level is the next possible area of support. Now let us say take note of this, and then we check out your RSI over here. So what we want to see is for this stock price to have a bullish divergence, meaning it should give us an upward direction, but for now it is not showing that kind of movement yet. Okay, it is still much lower. So what we want to see is for this to have something like this, upward direction. It cannot, let's say it's not very steep, but slightly higher is fine. But look at the direction where it is at right now. It is moving downward. So it's just validating that we'll have some more downward movements for MPI. MEG, I already talked about it. This is the possible area of support. Meralco done. RLC. RLC is also sitting right at the resistance area. This is a resistance, 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 and then the next possible resistance, if it will break that area, is this level. There you go. So key thing to watch out for is this might have some form of rejection. Okay, so consider this. This is a resistance, right? Your RSI is already giving us a bearish signal over here. So be extra careful as it might rest for a while, you guys. PHA. Nice, nice bounce. Okay, so after a long bearish movement, it just filled that gap. Okay, so guys, it just filled that gap because you had some resistance over here, resistance here, resistance here, and so what happened next? It created a support in that level. So I would have to say you can give it a try. Some people might take profit tomorrow, so the safest, best entry price would be your MA20 line. It might create a brand new support at that level. Okay? See that? That's a possible area support. Globe. It might continue to go up, but you're very near your next possible resistance. This is the next possible resistance, guys. There, you're very near that. So I'd have to say, if you really want to take advantage of a much cheaper price, you want to haggle some more, and let's say you're in it as an investor, enter near your MA20 level. Okay, enter your MA20 area. Okay, so there you have it. For now, I just want to quickly promote our YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, the only way you can show your support is hit that subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. So each time I have a live session, you're always notified. And of course, go ahead and share our videos to your friends, wall, group chat, anywhere in Facebook. Share it and comment a put a comment. Please subscribe to Miss JD and hashtag Miss JD. Okay, so if you want to know the details, you can visit my Facebook page. My Facebook page is Invest in the Stock Market. And then you can also follow me there because all my games are posted there. I have some more giveaways for you guys. This is a month of giving. We're near the holiday season. Okay, anyway, for MWC, it's not safe yet because you are triggering the lower Bollinger Band. You might have some more downward movements here. Okay? Yep, you might have some more downward movements yet. You might have some more downward movements, so not yet. Do not enter yet unless we see a next possible support. Wow, where is that? Has it been on a decline for too long this time? I'm now moving to a monthly view. Okay, so we might have some more downward movements. Yeah. Your RSI is not giving me any signs of possible reversal. Okay, so Abe Carosa, AC and MRC. Okay, let's check out AC first. AC on a daily chart, I checked that earlier, but let me also walk you through. You are very near the next possible support for AC. The reason why we plotted it that way is because we've seen a possible area of support previously as we do back testing here, over here. This area you had some consolidation and you also have some resistance forming in this level. So your previous resistance can act as a support now. Okay, so that is the next possible area of bounce. And MRC, oh my goodness, we're so deep and but I think we're almost done with the downward trend for MRC. All we needed to do is wait for that engulfing candle. Okay, because we're still not safe yet, but there's already some traction happening here, attempting to move higher, but we're not safe yet. Okay, we're not safe yet. So I want to see an engulfing candle here, probably another candlestick. Okay, so it's a wait and see for MRC. Hopefully that is the lowest point. Yeah, this is a resistance previously here. Okay, hopefully we'll have a possible reversal or bounce anytime soon. Okay, now let's go back to our stocks, the all stocks over here. I talked about, now let's talk about GT cap. GT cap, not safe either. Okay, oh yeah, this could be a possible support here. Yes, actually, possible support in this area. You had your resistance forming here. Okay, previous resistance that became a support over here. So yep, if you want to give it a try, then nearer you are to 871.82, the better, because that is a possible area of support. Next one, Wilk Bloom. Blue might test your MA20 again. It might revisit that and see if you want to get in. See if you indeed have a bounce in this level. Because normally that's the area where it will bounce when you're moving above the MA20 line. Okay. Wilcon. No movement for Wilcon. It's a doji. Doji. So maybe this will also rest. Are we near a resistance? Yep, I'd say I'll check this level first. Okay? Because I have a feeling it will rest and it will go back in this area. Because there was a gap up that happened here. So it might revisit and fill that gap at the 17.43. And over here, resistance. Okay, so those are the key areas to watch out for. Okay. What else? Now, let's go continue. Tell PLDT still the tug of war between buyers and sellers is not over yet for PLDT. You have a support happening here, so I want us, in fact, let me draw a Darvas box. So because we are just moving within an area or within a range, this is a perfect example of a Darvas box. So if you want, you can enter here at the bottom, use that as a support, and when the price moves up over here and you see a sign of weakness, then you take profit. Sometimes it also continues to go up. Okay, but overall, let's see, from this point against this point, do you have a price much higher? Oh yeah, it is indeed much higher. So there's a big chance that we will see some more upward movement. Also, look at that, your RSI moving towards an upward direction. It's somehow pointing upwards, and look at your volume. Your volume is much higher than the previous ones. Okay, so I have a strong feeling that this will continue to go up. Sun? Not safe. It somehow crossed below the MA20 level, so it might go back to this area where you had a gap up. Yes, it might revisit that once again, so be extra careful. ACEX. So it's trying to create a support at that level, but observe if there's another green candlestick that will start from 914 or 916 and most of the action happens on the upside, then that will confirm your support level. And wow, our speed is improving. How many have we reviewed? Okay, so I checked KPPI. It might continue to go down, and it will revisit your 10.75. If that gets broken, the next possible area of support is 8.95. Because the reason why I said that is we're now moving below your MA20 line, and your volume starts to over here, much lower volume. FGen. FGen not safe either. Normally your stock moves something like this and then touches your resistance and then lower low and then lower high, something like that when it moves downwards. So be extra careful as it might continue to go down at the moment. I don't see any signs that this stock will reverse or bounce anytime soon. SCC, nice bounce SCC. So This is a solid 7.32% increase. So I'd say I have a feeling people will take profit tomorrow, and so it might stabilize, create a stabilization first. If it's not 100% here, it might end like slightly uh, higher, something like that, before it goes up. And that is SCC. I talked about nickel. Let's check Emperador. Emperador. Um, Check if it will. So it created a support in this area. Let us see if it will continue to bounce now. But it somehow created a support in this level. um, Maybe this looks like a flag pattern. Yep. So if the price starts higher, then you have a brand new wave. But if the price starts lower than this, then it might revisit your MA20 line. VLL, Vistaland. Okay, so you started really low here, but most of the action started to happen above it, and but we're still outside of the Bollinger Band. So I'd like us to first really check. It might stabilize here. Okay, maybe in this area. Yep, in that area around 752 might create a support in that level before it goes up. Tech. Tech, not safe either, not yet. Look at the pattern. Red, green, red, green, red, green. So what we want to see is another green engulfing the previous green. And then we can say there that is now a bounce. FB. FB still triggering the lower Bollinger Band, guys, so be extra careful. It might continue to go down. PIP, you have a bounce, but not much higher than the previous red, so it might stabilize first before it continues to go up. It might create a stabilization in this level before it goes up, because this is a solid red. What we want to see is an engulfing candlestick, a green engulfing this red. So that's if you want to enter, that will be around 1.28 level. Okay. And yeah, I think we're close to the 1 hour mark, guys. If you have further questions or requests, feel free to drop a comment. Okay, you can also follow us on our Facebook page. Our name in Facebook is, I'll write it down, Invest in the Stock Market. We are Invest in the Stock Market in FB. Also, please subscribe to Miss JD. That's your best gift for me. Thank you, guys. You have a good night and stay safe. Bye bye for now.